Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I'm the Little Reader, also known as Amanda, and you're in my house. Welcome to the house. Check out my rock. It is a bloodstone. I think it's supposed to be like a thumb stone, is what they call it. They, whoever they are. What the world of crystals and minerals calls it, darling. But it doesn't have a groove. So I don't know, maybe it's a chip. But either way, it's the homie, and it's here with us today. So, if you're new, we're channeling from Spirit live. This is not prepared. All I do is throw on some earrings and sit myself down on the floor. If you're old here, you know what's up. And I thank you because your energies and your upliftment and your kindness make my day every day and give me something to be grateful for. So, love all around. Here we go. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring through. Whoa. I did not I did not see this coming, but then I had to pause and think about it. Did I see this coming? No, actually. But I will say, and for all of my tarot readers and fellow channelers and psychics and mediums and sensitives and anyone watching, anyone who watches their mind and is also into the esoteric, you've probably noticed that leading up to a pivotal moment of conscious awareness, there are all kinds of hints that happen throughout the day in various circumstances. People will say something, or you'll see literal signs, or certain songs will come on, or a very particular brand of thought keeps going through the realm of mind. But I will tell you, I did not see this coming. This was not foretold to me. And it is the sacredness of human relaxation. Never have I heard of it, so let's go. Give us the juice, Spirit. Really. What is the sacredness of human relaxation? It's you, beautiful soul. Of course. Of course it is, you magical awareness, you. We've spoken many a time here about how your identity, although we are raised into thinking through patterns, no one's fault, it's just where we are in the evolutionary cycle of consciousness. We've been raised into believing this is me. Hi, this is me. We're holding up the earring too. Then if we're trying to be, meta, we'll say, oh, no, I'm not this. I'm my thoughts. I'm the brilliance. I'm my ideas. I'm my creations. Although it's a great time to mention, the mind doesn't create. It only constructs. It can only assemble from pre-existing elements, but that's fine. And then, once we get over that, we realize, oh, I'm not the mind either. I'm not the thoughts. No matter how brilliant they may be, I can help facilitate brilliant thoughts by choosing to nourish this form, as we discussed yesterday, in specific ways, love this form in specific ways. I can help bring in profundity, but I'm not the profundity. I am, in fact, the witness. And so when Spirit says to you right now, you, beautiful soul, Y-O-U, Spirit's referring to the witness in you. The awareness, that which moves, that which travels, that which floats from realm of mind to realm of form, to realm of heart occasionally when you're feeling daring. That is what Spirit's referring to. You are responsible for the sacred, divine bliss of human relaxation. This is blowing my mind, but according to Spirit, bringing relaxation into form is the mission. If that's the case, then I've got to have a word with humanity, because I think we might be doing something wrong. Now, interestingly, okay, a lot's coming in. So I'm going to set down this beautiful chip so that I may talk with all three of my talking tools. So Spirit says, consider the experience when you, beautiful soul, are embodied in your form. In other words, when you remember that your awareness, oh yeah, and you bring yourself into your body, your form, with intentional presence. And when you get in there and when you get present, as you imbue the various limbs, the face, the neck, the arms, the shoulders, if you got all these things, may not, but whatever you got, as you imbue it with presence, suddenly there's this impulse to breathe. Spirit says, pay attention to that which occurs when you imbue yourself, your true self as the witness, into your form. This is the mission Spirit's talking about. Another way to think of it is embodiment. But Spirit's emphasizing the importance of relaxation, because it is the distinction between when we are embodied for real. That's giving me Fright Night, one of my favorite movies, the original Fright Night references. Fright Night for real. I think that's Chris Sarandon who says that, but I digress. When you're embodied for real, there is a quality of relaxation that cannot be denied. And it doesn't matter how tense the body is. If you practice any kind of physical movement, and you know what I mean by embodiment, you know that you can be holding a plank, for instance, if that's your style. And if you're embodied and you're present, there's still a quality of relaxation there. Even if your arms are shaking, muscles are shaking, abs are shaking, everything's shaking. Relaxation, Spirit's telling me now, is the distinction between having developed safety within the body versus your awareness, that which is you, considering the body to be an unsafe place. Unsafe. When the awareness is not practiced at being embodied in here, feeling what it's like to be inside, this is very unfamiliar territory. And think of how little time we can get away with as a species not being embodied. It's remarkable. My goodness, when I think about the little reader, Amanda, myself, my form, that which you know me as, I think on the years that I have spent primarily living in the realm of mind, just thinking all the time, just thinking thoughts. We're just thinking. And when we're not thinking, we're probably sleeping. So we're in the astral realm. We're still disembodied. And then if we have to be in the body, that's usually because it's screaming. Like, hey, girl, you just stubbed your toe and ripped off your toenail. Sorry. You should probably come into the body and take a look so that you don't rip off your entire toe next. Oh, okay, I'll be in the body then, I guess. That was the way. That has been the way. And it's been the way for so much of the collective. We're in the body when the body is screaming in pain or screaming in pleasure. So other than that, it's like, get me out of here, put me in the realm of mind. You know, because my dopamine, and I can squeeze all these thoughts and I can fantasize about a life where one day I'll actually want to be in the body. Oh, the mind. Oh, the mind. So all this aside, back to you, Spirit. Big message, relaxation. This is a turning point. If you can get relaxed in your body, beautiful soul, you being awareness, your body being this gift of earth that was given to you. Blink. Hey, here, have a physical body. Enjoy the third dimension for a while. If you can learn to come into this beautiful thing, feel it from the inside, and cultivate presence within it, start experiencing life from within the form. This harkens back to yesterday's transmission, so if you haven't peeked at that yet, maybe worth a viewage, darling. But it harkens back because there's this value in upgrading every aspect of your glorious third-dimensional experience by bringing yourself into the form. And not just bringing yourself like all tight, like, oh God, do I have to be here? Really? I hate this place. It's just a lack of practice, my love. It's just an unfamiliarity. And the resistance can be heightened depending on how long we've been out of it, out of the game. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years, 80, 90. What am I saying, putting limits on us? Let's say we've been out of the form for 150 years, because I anticipate that that'll be the average human lifespan before you know it. It's going to be a little uncomfortable when we come back to an area that's been so neglected for so long. I think we've hearkened it before on this channel, to coming back to a home that was being babysat, and the vacation just extended and extended and extended, and eventually you make it back and you're like, my God, the sitters really tore this shit up. My God, don't want to be here. And it requires this initial moving through discomfort. But you'd be amazed when you put your awareness somewhere. Beautiful soul, you're aware that you are pure love, right? This is why every realm, except for the realm of heart, is competing for your attention. The realm of mind always wants you up there. The realm of form always wants you in here. And the realm of heart is your origin, so it's not trying to compete, but it is like, hey, remember me? You can come back and get recharged anytime. When you put yourself, pure love, into your form, my goodness, the speed at which you can shift things in here, incomprehensible, of course, to the mind, because the mind doesn't fully get it yet. The mind is still operating by the laws of the realm of form. Even though the mind only creates half forms, it's very bound by rules. Whereas your awareness, you're infinite. You can go anywhere, be anywhere, at any time, do anything. You're the source. So when you get in here, the shifts are insane. Spirit is saying, please understand that by creating a practice of embodiment where you actually get into your form and feel it from the inside out, no matter how uncomfortable it may be at first, you rapidly shift the entire function of the entire form just by embodying. And by embodying, I mean just by being in it. Not even to win it, maybe even to lose it. There's no agenda. We just get inside, if you know what I'm saying. We get inside and we dwell inside and we see what it's like inside. And then we practice. And the more we practice, the more relaxed we become. And Spirit is saying relaxation is the evidence that the love that you are, you as awareness, has diffused into the form. If you can get relaxed, beautiful soul, really relaxed, that is the evidence that you are aligned with what you came here to do. Because relaxation, and this is something I'm just learning in real time with you, beautiful soul, is sacred. It's holy. It indicates trust. It indicates safety. It indicates a healthy relationship. And the most sexy and tender and safe and passionate relationship that we ever have is the one between our awareness, the inner witness, and the body we were given, the form. All other relationships are going to be a mimic, sound effects free of charge, of that relationship. So relaxation. Can you get Really? Can you get inside of yourself? Yeah. I said it. I said it. I did. That's the question. Let's just roll with it, man. Commit. Can you get inside of yourself? Beautiful soul. Can you? Can you be the witness to what it's like to be human? Really, genuinely. Don't think you know. Don't think you know. This is more coming in. If you discover that you're all tense and you're all tight and you're all twisted and the muscles are just like knotted and the nervous system and the joints are everything's tight and tense and just and the teeth, they grind and they grit and the neck is the things, and I'm feeling it all. The beauties of channeling. It's actually quite a thrill. Can't complain. But as you realize that this is your state and the breathing is all limited and shallow and it is a simple note that we are not home very often. We're only coming home to flip off the lights and pay the utility bill. But we're not living here. We're living in the realm of mind. Or astral realm. We've talked about the realms before, and we won't stop, beautiful soul. We will continue to talk about them. But there are so many realms. Sometimes it's like you've got to go through another realm to get to the realm. So, for example, people may go through the realm of substance use, the universe of alcohol, for instance, in order to get embodied, or the universe of cannabis in order to get embodied. It's a start, but Spirit's asking, can you come home? To home? Because that's still not quite home. That is a version. But can you experience this form raw? Can you? Oh boy. Can you experience what it's like to be with yourself? Really, not just with, but inside of? Really, though. If you get home and you find yourself all tense and tight and tore up from the floor up, it's a sign to build that relationship, to strengthen the relationship. Now, this is my cue. Hold on, Spirit. Gotta do some third dimensional sales here. But no, this is really my cue to say that's a meditation practice. And the little reader, Amanda, is going to shove that thought form out every time like a broken record, because that's what I am. I'm a pattern. And my pattern's job is to encourage you to break out of yours. That's funny. But it'd be like that. Consider a meditation practice, an embodiment practice specifically. Consider the witness as a way of life. Consider the possibility that you could walk every minute of your waking hours, holding simultaneous awareness with both your environment and the witness perspective, your interiority, the realm of heart. That's the place to start. So, relaxation is divine. It is a sign of safety, comfort, trust that's been built between you and you. I know. So many yous. But isn't that joyful? Think of all you get to experience. You, the awareness, and you, the form. You, the you, and this possession of yours. This temporary gift. Just for funsies, just for now. This little avatar, this little video game character. Who knows when the reset. But for now, can you build the relationship. And the more relaxed you can become, the more embodied you become, the more you can flow in this life. And the more this life can flow in you, in and out of you. But really, it's true. No, we're rhyming now. If you can find yourself and enter yourself and begin with your breath. This is why I always link breathing work in the resources down below. This is free stuff, by the way. It's free. It's down there. Not the Patreon. You got to pay for that. But the other stuff is free. Breathing. Just to breathe is to relax. If you can regulate that breath, if you can be the witness assigned to the breathing monitoring, game changer. And Spirit's saying if you can begin to find yourself relaxed in every moment and just keep checking back. Where am I? Let's get in the form. Okay. Are we relaxed? Okay, let's get relaxed. It's actually quite relaxing to just become aware. To become aware is to become relaxed. Because you step out of identification with the form. And I don't mean to be callous. I love this thing. Have I told you? I love you, not just the hair, but all of you. I love this. I love this form so much. But when I step outside of that and understand, I'm watching. I can choose to be in or out. And as soon as there's that gap, that separation, that identification disappears for just a little sprinkle-dinkle of a moment, it's possible to breathe again. Because there's nothing to prove. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to change. There's just the truth. And the truth is that you are divine love, infinite power and source. And where you put yourself, you heal. And you bring that relaxation. So that's Spirit's message for you today, and for me too. News to me, sweet soul. News to us. That relaxation is sacred, and when we're experiencing it, we're doing something very beautiful, very divine, and that Spirit encourages us to not just take the opportunity to relax, but make the opportunity to relax. Until we meet again, sweet soul, I am sending you all the love I've got. More, and more. Never less, because you are so very worthy of it. It's an honor and joy to be with you here today, and I hope, because I know I do, maybe you feel a little bit more relaxed after being part of this transmission. But until we meet again tomorrow, I hope. Bye for now.